Hello, everyone, and welcome to our YouTube podcast, English Slang Words You Need to Know in 2025. I'm Alex. That's right. Today, we're going to break down each slang word in simple language so that you can easily understand and use them in your everyday conversations. And don't forget, if you enjoy our podcast, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fun and educational content.
Before we dive into the words, let's quickly talk about what slang is. Alex, would you like to explain? Exactly. And because language changes over time, the slang you hear in 2025 might be different from what you heard even a few years ago. So staying updated is key.
Right on. Let's start with our first slang word.
Our first slang word is lit. Have you heard this one before, Alex?
Yes, I have. Lit is used to describe something exciting or really fun. For example, if a party is amazing, you could say, "That party was lit." It means the party was energetic and enjoyable.
Great example. Remember, if something is lit, it's very cool and awesome. So if you ever experience a great event, you can use lit to share your excitement.
Next up, we have fire. Now, this word might make you think of flames, but in slang, fire means something is excellent or really good.
Exactly. For instance, you might say, "This song is fire," when you really love the music. It's another way of saying it's amazing.
Yes, you might hear someone shout, "Yeet," when they make an impressive move or when they're excited about something. For example, "I just finished my workout." Yeet. It's playful and fun.
Now let's talk about a fun one. Yeet. This word can be used in a couple of ways. Originally, yeet was a word used to describe throwing something with force. But nowadays, it's also an expression of excitement or approval. So remember, yeet can be both an action word and an exclamation. Give it a try when you feel super excited. Cap means a lie or something that isn't true. When someone says, "That's cap," they're saying that what was said is a lie. Our next word is flex. Alex, how would you describe flex, right? And sometimes people say not to flex when they're sharing something impressive without intending to brag. For example, "Not to flex, but I got an A on my exam." Next on our list is the word ghost. Now, this doesn't mean a spooky spirit here.
Correct. In modern slang, ghost means to suddenly stop communicating with someone, especially in dating. If you were chatting with someone online and then they disappear without a word, you could say, "They ghosted me." Now let's talk about salty. This word is used when someone is feeling upset or bitter about something.
Exactly. For example, if a friend is complaining about a lost game, you might say, "Don't be so salty." It means they're being overly upset or negative. Our next slang word is extra. When you call someone extra, you're saying they are over the top or doing way too much.
That's right. For example, if someone is dressing very extravagantly for a casual outing, you could say, "Wow, you're being extra today." It simply means they're going beyond what is considered normal. Next, let's cover mood. This word is often used to express a feeling or vibe that relates to what someone is experiencing at that moment.
For instance, if you see a picture of someone relaxing on a sunny day, you might comment, "Mood." It shows that you share the same feeling or that the image represents your current state of mind.
It's a very flexible word and can be used in many contexts to relate to feelings and situations.
Now let's introduce stan. This word originally comes from a song about an obsessed fan, but now it simply means a super fan of someone or something.
For example, if you really love a celebrity or a band, you might say, "I stan that singer." It's a way to express enthusiastic support.
That's a great word to use when talking about your favorite artists or shows.
Next up are low-key and high-key. These words are opposites in how openly you show your feelings. And high-key is the opposite. It means you're very obvious or open about your feelings. So you could say, "I'm high-key excited about the concert." It shows that you're really excited and not hiding it. Let's talk about sus. This short word stands for suspicious and is used when someone or something seems off or not quite right.
For example, if you notice someone acting strangely, you might say, "That looks sus." It's a quick and modern way to call out behavior that doesn't seem genuine.
It's a fun word to use and really popular among younger speakers.
Next, we have bop. This word is often used to describe a really good song. If a tune is catchy and makes you want to dance, you can call it a bop.
Right. You might say, "This new track is a bop," which tells everyone that the song is energetic and fun.
Music lovers, be sure to use this word when you find that perfect track.
Now let's discuss the word dead. In slang, dead is often used to describe something extremely funny or when you are laughing very hard. For example, "I'm dead" can mean "I'm laughing so much."
Or if you see a funny video, you might say, "That video had me dead." It's a playful exaggeration that shows how amused you are.
Exactly. It's a common way to express strong laughter or amusement in a casual conversation.
Next on our list is slaps. This word is typically used to describe something that tastes or sounds really good, especially music. If a song slaps, it means it has a great beat or rhythm.
For example, you could say, "This beat slaps." It means the music is so good that it really hits the right note.
It's a great way to compliment music or even food when you think it tastes excellent.
Now let's talk about vibe. This word is used to describe the overall feeling or atmosphere of a place or situation.
For instance, if you walk into a cozy coffee shop with soft music and a relaxed atmosphere, you might say, "This place has a great vibe." It's a way of expressing that you feel comfortable and positive about the environment.
And remember, you can also say, "I'm feeling the vibe," when you connect with a particular mood or energy.
Moving on, we have the word cancel. In modern slang, cancel is used when someone or something is rejected or boycotted, often because of behavior that others find unacceptable.
For example, if a public figure does something controversial, people might say, "They should be canceled." It means that they no longer deserve support or attention.
It's a powerful word, so make sure to use it carefully and respectfully.
Next, we have clap back. This phrase is used when someone responds quickly and sharply to criticism or an insult.
If you're faced with a rude comment and you reply with a witty comeback, that's a clapback. For example, she really clapped back at the criticism in her interview.
It's a fun phrase to use when you see someone defending themselves in a clever way.
Our next term is glow up. This phrase refers to a positive transformation, usually in appearance or style over time.
You might hear someone say, "I had a major glow up last year," which means they changed for the better, becoming more attractive or confident.
It's a really positive word to use when talking about self-improvement or transformation.
Lastly, let's talk about simp. This word is used to describe someone who goes overboard in trying to win someone's affection, sometimes in a way that seems excessive.
For example, if someone is constantly complimenting and doing favors for another person without getting much in return, you might jokingly say, "Stop being such a simp." It's often used in a teasing manner among friends.
Remember, though, that it's a lighthearted word, so use it in the right context and with your close friends.
Now that we've covered these 20 trending slang words, let's discuss how you can use them in your everyday conversations. The key to using slang is practice and context.
Exactly. It's important to remember that slang is informal language. You can use these words with friends or in casual settings, but you might want to avoid them in formal situations like in a job interview or academic writing.
For example, if you're texting a friend about a fun event, you might say, "The party was lit and the music was fire." But in a formal email, it might be better to use words like exciting or excellent.
That's a great tip. Also, don't worry if you don't use all these words right away. Learning slang takes time, and it's okay to start slowly by practicing a few words at a time.
Let's practice a bit. We'll have a short conversation using some of the words we just learned. Ready, Alex?
Absolutely. I'll start. "Hey, Emma, did you check out the new cafe downtown?"
Yes, I did. The place was lit, and the music playing was a total bop. I low-key love the cozy vibe.
I agree. And the latte they serve? It's fire. No cap, it's the best I've had in a while.
That sounds amazing. I also heard that the barista there flexes his latte art skills. He's always making creative designs in every cup.
Wow, that must be something. But sometimes if you ask too many questions about the designs, he might ghost you.
True. And if anyone is salty about waiting in line, just tell them to chill and enjoy the vibe. Life's too short to be extra about little things.
Absolutely. And if you see someone acting sus, it might be worth keeping an eye on them. Just like in any fun place, you gotta stay alert.
Right. But if the music is good and the overall mood is happy, you can't help but stand the whole experience.
Exactly. And remember, when in doubt, you can always clap back with a friendly joke if someone teases you about being too extra.
That's perfect. And if you really love a place, you might even say it had a major glow-up compared to how it used to be.
Well said, Emma. And if someone ever tells you something that doesn't sound true, just say cap if you think it's a lie, or no cap if you know it's honest.
You've got it, Alex. Practicing these words in conversation will help you remember them better, and soon you'll be using them naturally.
Now let's share some quick tips on how to learn and use these slang words effectively. Tip number 1. Listen to native speakers. Watch TV shows, YouTube videos, or podcasts where people use slang in everyday conversation.
Tip number 2. Practice speaking with friends or language partners. Don't be afraid to ask, "What does that word mean?" when you hear something new.
Tip number 3. Use social media. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter are great places to see slang in action. Just make sure you pay attention to the context.
And tip number 4. Write down the words you learn. Keeping a slang journal can help you remember their meanings and examples. You could even try writing a short story or dialogue using these words.
Lastly, be patient with yourself. Learning slang is a gradual process, and the more you practice, the more natural it will feel. It's all part of the fun of learning a language.
Let's go a bit deeper with a couple of examples so you can hear more context. Imagine you're at a party, and someone asks you how it was. You could say,
The party was so lit last night. The music was fire, and everyone was vibing perfectly. Notice how we used lit, fire, and vibe all in one sentence to describe an amazing experience.
or consider a situation when you're talking about your favorite song. You might say, I stan this band because every new song they release is a total bop and it really slaps. Here, you use stan, bop, and slaps to show your enthusiasm for the music.
And if you want to comment on someone's appearance or a change in their style, you might say, Wow, you had a serious glow up this year. Your style is on point, no cap. This shows how you can mix and match these words naturally.
It's all about context. When you understand the situation in which each word is used, you'll start feeling more confident using them yourself.
You might be wondering, why focus on slang when you're learning English? Well, slang words are a huge part of everyday conversation. They make interactions feel more real and lively.
That's true. When you learn slang, you not only improve your vocabulary, but also gain insights into the culture and current trends. It helps you understand movies, music, and social media much better.
Plus, using slang appropriately can make you sound more like a native speaker. It's one of the best ways to add personality and authenticity to your conversations.
Just remember, while slang is fun and useful, it's best suited for informal situations. Knowing when to use it is just as important as knowing what it means. Remember, practice is key. Try using these words in your conversations, write them down, and share them with your friends. The more you use them, the more natural they will become.
And don't forget our friendly reminder. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon for more updates. Your support really helps us continue making great content for you.
We also want to thank you for listening today. We hope that by exploring these slang words, you feel more confident and ready to join the modern conversation in English.
If you have any questions or if there's any slang you'd like us to talk about in a future episode, please leave a comment below. We love hearing from you and learning what interests you the most.
That's it for today's podcast, folks. We hope you enjoyed our fun exploration of trending slang words in 2025. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and always remember, language is all about expressing yourself.
Until next time, stay lit, stay fire, and don't be afraid to yeet your way through challenges. Thank you for joining us today. You might be wondering, why focus on slang when you're learning English? Well, slang words are a huge part of everyday conversation. They make interactions feel more real and lively.